In 1997, Anna and Friska, two intelligent university students from wealthy families, embarked on a crazy adventure to secure an A grade in their geography course. They set sail from southern Argentina on a chartered ship during the summer break. Friska, being capable of handling the ship, acted as the captain, and they decided not to involve any other crew members. They lied to everyone, claiming they were heading to an island near Chile to study tectonic movements related to seismology. They simply didn't want to worry their loved ones and wanted to prove they could handle things on their own. They were confident that there would be no supply emergencies, and after days of sailing to the southernmost point of the Earth, they reached their destination. Despite their express ship facing days of harsh winds, they were greeted by massive floating ice masses. Antarctica was not as they expected. The area they explored was dark even during the daytime and eerily quiet. Feeling secure, they disembarked, and Anna screamed at the top of her lungs. However, there was no response except for the sound of ice chunks falling into the water. It was truly desolate. They jubilantly celebrated their conquest of the wildest part of the Earth, setting foot on the land. Yet what lay ahead of them was nothing but expanses of ice and mountains painted in pure white. Strangely, the mountains seemed to change shape, and Anna, feeling uneasy, noticed Friska sharing the same discomfort, diverting her gaze from the mountains. Friska then spotted something, a pale red object in the distance. Curiosity led them towards it. A wooden hut? They cleared some snow covering the walls, revealing what seemed to be an entrance. Next to it, they found a plaque and a torn Norwegian flag. The plaque bore the title Dodens Hus, followed by a paragraph in a foreign language, perhaps Norwegian. They realized they were in an area of Antarctica claimed by Norway. They had unwittingly stepped into unfamiliar territory. Anna knocked on the door, and a blast of cold wind hit their faces as the door suddenly creaked open. Startled, they entered, with Friska coughing in the dusty atmosphere. "This place is a mess. When was this hut built?" Friska, already cleaning up scattered items, remarked, "Crash!" They were startled by the sound of a ceramic plate breaking. Anna picked up a shard, an antique plate with the inscription 1931 and depictions of several docked ships. "Looks like the inhabitants here want to communicate with us. Let's explore the remnants of history in this shack," Anna suggested. They discovered a tattered curtain with many scribbles, a disheveled bed with scattered foam, and a table with a notebook containing messy, unreadable writing. They couldn't understand its contents. "At least we found a place to stay," Friska said. At 20:30, the sun lingered on the horizon, lazily refusing to set. Friska wanted to take a stroll at night, but Anna insisted on staying in the hut, writing their travel report by the fireplace using leftover firewood. At 23 Yao, Friska returned, coinciding with the darkness that had enveloped their part of Antarctica. "Where were you, Friz?" Anna started asking, but stopped when she saw Friska rush in, tossing small logs into the fireplace that seemingly appeared out of nowhere. After that, Friska sat, facing the window, ignoring Anna. "Strange. Are you cold?" Anna asked, to which Friska shook her head. "Okay, I'll go to bed first. I'm just tired." "Good night," Anna said as she lay on the edge of the bed, leaving some space for Friska. In her dream, Anna saw 3 expedition members aged 30 to 40 residing in the cursed hut. They were trapped in a fierce snowstorm, huddled in the darkness. The sound of a rapidly spinning wind was terrifying, and their pale faces, trembling violently, suggested dwindling supplies and days of enduring the relentless storm. Suddenly, strange voices emerged, roaring like lions but more sinister, accompanied by a high-pitched scream resembling a woman's cry with an otherworldly octave. Other eerie sounds, akin to the shouts of a multitude preparing for battle, joined the cacophony. The hut began to shake, papers and small objects flew around, tossed by an unseen force. Anna was sure it wasn't an earthquake. There was a negative force, something ominous with them. One of the 3 appeared disoriented, running towards the door, which swung open suddenly. Confused, the person ran into the thick, furious snowstorm. The door slammed shut behind them, followed by muffled screams, swallowed by mysterious sounds outside. Nobody knew what happened to them. One of the remaining 2 started laughing and crying in rapid succession. muttering incomprehensible words. His lips moved chaotically, and then he began to scream aimlessly, his eyes wide, hands moving towards his friend who was then thrown into a corner. The friend struggled to stand while the other one, now looking abnormal, moved menacingly towards his desperate companion. In a horrifying and jagged manner, he approached the friend, evading his thrashing. Suddenly, he ran towards Anna, pleading for help with a heartbreaking voice. Anna woke up, slightly sweating. It was still 23:40. She looked around and found Friska sitting by the window. Anna sighed in relief. "You haven't slept, Friska?" No response. "Friska? Friska?" Finally, Friska stood and faced Anna. "Get out! You're disturbing me." The voice, deep and male, was not Friska's. It belonged to a dark figure with a slightly tilted face. Anna screamed, and a head fell from the ceiling, rolling towards her, an ebony head. Anna jumped to the corner, hysterically screaming. The fireplace suddenly extinguished, revealing 2 red dots from the figure. The hut shook, and items scattered. It was not an earthquake. Anna was sure there was a negative force with them. The figure slowly approached Anna, indifferent to her panic, banging and kicking the door. Unable to escape, Anna ran back to the bed and leaped through a small window above it. Her heel was briefly caught, but her loose shoes allowed her to escape the grasp of the long, thin fingers. Anna ran away from the cursed hut. Strangely, there was nothing but a lifeless, empty expanse of ice around it. The mountains she saw earlier were gone. Anna shook her head in disbelief. Even the moon was absent. Then she noticed the door of the cursed hut moving and slowly opening. Anna ran towards the ship, her right foot freezing without a shoe, her sock unable to protect her from the icy ground. She ran through the silence, avoiding looking back. Footsteps, like running, started behind her. Was the creature chasing her? No, no. Anna never expected her expedition to encounter something like this. In the distance, the ship was visible. Anna sprinted until she reached the deck. She ran to the captain's cabin, and upon entering the wheelhouse, Anna screamed hysterically. Friska, seemingly in a panic, operated the non-functioning ship, but it was just a static pose. Friska was lifeless, frozen in that desperate state. Still in shock, Anna heard something stepping on the ship's cabin. She resigned herself. Faintly, something in her weakened voice uttered, "Anyone, please help me."